Good times in BBCAN.
What's some other good moments?
Huh?
There's a lot of good moments.
So many.
I'm sure there's a big highlight reel of them all.
Remember that time me and Dre kissed for like 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Remember that time Kevin made
Lemon kiwi chicken, is that what you?
Lemon kiwi chicken. It was
The
so
best
good.
chicken.
Can I tell you guys something?
Okay.
So Kevin's making lemon kiwi chicken.
Yeah.
Wiki.
I do get mixed up sometimes. And he just heard of the recipe. Gary just told him the recipe. Never tasted it. Never saw him.
You
saw
said
Gary
that it was
make
delicious.
Never saw Gary make
made
it.
chicken. He never made the lemon kiwi though.
Imagine that Gary was
but
just
like-
inventing this recipe and
Seriously.
Kevin's actually trying to make a recipe that doesn't exist.
Because we never had kiwis before.
Yeah, that shit was
Lemon
terrible.
kiwi.
And Dre was right. I should have tried it on one piece of chicken. I tried it
Put it
on
on 8.
8 chicken breasts.
And then we all threw them out.
But you did it on one?
And
Even the
and
one in the
potato.
fridge.
I did one on one
Yes.
once and it was yummy, but I fried it and it was good. And that was lemon kiwi and it
It
actually
didn't,
tasted
taste,
yeah,
it didn't taste like lemon or kiwi.
It tastes like
It
fried
tastes like chicken.
But the
Fried fried
bacon,
chicken.
it turned into soup and it was just awful. It was just,
Are you supposed to drown the chicken in the lemon?
I
No.
don't know what, for some reason, the chicken was dry. It didn't soak up the juices. And
Here's
I
the
thought
thing.
that's what
Lemon
stabbing
juice.
it was all about.
I was watching him, and he's like, "You're just being too critical." I go, "I haven't said a thing," and I was just thinking in my head, like, usually like lemon's an accent thing, but he's squeezing all those lemons on. Might be pretty good. I was just reserving my judgment, but I thought I'd put some onion and
I'm
garlic.
going to give that recipe another go. Like, I do want to make a nice house
Yes.
dinner.
Not that recipe.
No, I'm going to give it a round 2.
No.
Are you doing that chicken that's down on the counter?
No, that was Dimitri's.
Oh.
I
I
should,
really think you should do one and then
Yes.
cut it in 8 pieces and we can try that.
It's a sampler.
Yes, and if that's good,
Not
then
that
A lot
maybe.
of preparation.
Not that recipe.
How about if we had
And he
those delicious?
You just forked the hell out of the chicken breast. Like,
Because that's what Gary used to do.
Oh,
Gary
just
used to
terrible.
destroy his chicken to soak in the juices.
Remember that delicious chicken taco pita things we made?
So
That was
good.
one of the best meals we had.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
so good.
That was the first meal I ever cooked in this house. It was day 30, if we're
was
talking
so
about
good.
days, because they're important.
Oh God, Karen, don't bring that. You don't know. What
Day
happened?
30.
What happened on day 25?
I have no clue, but day 30, I cooked the first meal ever.
I literally asked her what happened on day 25 so many times,
I don't
and she
know.
just doesn't remember. She just can't remember.
Don't know.
Nothing.
Not in the brain. No, ain't nobody got time for that.
Anybody got time for that?
Ain't nobody got time for
I
that.
had an asthma attack.
I got no time for that. So then he was in the linen closet.
Oh, God.
She checked. Everybody checked the ballroom.
Shut
dining
the
room,
front door about that
the
story.
casino, the deck area, all the cabins. They did an Oscar alert and checked all
Stop.
the pictures. Then they checked the what?
What happened?
Then they checked the dance hall.
Troy just said what happened.
You never heard the story?
Okay, so you remember how Sindy used to work on a cruise ship?
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be funny. Yeah.
So Sindy she used to work on a cruise ship. And part of her job when people came
Is this
onto
the story of
cruise
the groom?
yeah.
Yeah?
So part
Okay, I
of
wanna
part
hear
of
it.
their job
Are you serious? You want to hear
Yeah.
it? I want to hear it.
Oh my God! Look at me and Kevin are like.
as they came onto the cruise ship, I'm trying to tell a story here. As they came onto the cruise ship, it was part of Cindy's job to take a picture of each guest that was on the thing. And on this particular ship ride, on this particular cruise, there was about 1,500 or something like that.
3,000.
Was it? No, it was like I thought it was like 1,500.
She had to sort through 3,000.
So it
Took the picture of 2,000 people.
was for 3,000.
Apparently.
So then there was also a wedding party. But we'll get to that later.
At the same time?
Yeah, there was a wedding
In
party
the 3,000
that was coming.
people.
Yeah, that was part of the crew, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
And what happened?
So what?
No, continue.
So, what? So
I'm already on
they do
slop for
bingo.
2 days.
They do bingo on the cruise ship. They
Yeah.
do dances, and they have a dance hall.
Yeah.
They have a beautiful restaurant
Yeah.
on the thing.
Yeah.
The deck and the pool area are beautiful, and the guests can hang out
They have
there
a
too.
saunas and multiple
have
swimming
They
pools.
have multiple swimming pools in
and
the
you
deck.
get all you can eat food.
Yeah, and all that
and
stuff. It's all
drinks.
inclusive in the price of the cruise
Anytime.
ship.
Yeah.
So, and there was a wedding party on
Yeah.
there was a wedding party too, right?
Like these people
And
came
both
on
their
because they were going to
families-
get married, and so the father-in-law and the
Are you telling the story
mother-in-law.
or am I telling the story?
I just think you're not telling enough detail.
Okay. So both the wedding parties were on the cruise as well. Both the bride
Yeah.
and the groom
Okay.
and all their family were on the cruise ship as well.
Yeah.
So after a night, it was a late night, and everybody was partying and having a good time, and the wedding went off and all this stuff.
And they all got dressed
and
up.
everybody was dressed up, and the groom had a black suit on with like a tuxedo tie.
Oh my
The
god.
bridegroom had a really pretty dress.
So then they wake up in the morning and nobody can find the groom. Nobody knows where the groom is. Right? Nobody knows
Oh,
where the
I got
groom.
a whole
And everybody
bunch of-
was so drunk the night before,
Drunk.
they don't remember. Like they don't know what happened, where the groom went.
Yeah.
Right? So they have to. So Sindy, this is another part of Cindy's job was to
Yeah.
call.
What?
This is another part of This is another part of Cindy's job. Yeah, sorry, continue.
I don't- it
On the
wasn't
other
even
part, what is
punchline.
her other responsibilities?
So
Oh,
she
wait.
has a bunch of
Lie.
responsibilities. Just
Pretty
a
much
ton.
outside of driving the ship, she's doing pretty much everything.
She's actually co-captain as well.
Yeah, she's doing everything.
So, so,
So Cindy had to find the groom.
Oh
so
yeah.
wait for it.
Oh,
so,
wait.
No, first Cindy had to.
wait.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, this is a long story.
Yeah.
First, Cindy had to get all of the passengers
Yeah.
into one common area
All
in order to
3,000.
Yeah.
in order to
Oh,
check
yeah.
through.
Check their pictures
And they
that
had
she
to.
took
She had
when
to
they
cross
came on
reference.
with the people.
Are you telling the story or am
I
I?
was just helping.
So she had to cross reference all 3,000 passengers that came
One by one.
one by one coming into the thing, coming
To
into
find the
thing.
groom.
To find the groom.
Okay.
The groom's nowhere to be found.
Oh my
They were all
goodness.
drunk the night
Everybody
before.
got cross-referenced, and the groom's nowhere to be found. So then, another part of Cindy's job is to call out an Oscar alert, and an
Very
Oscar alert
important.
is when someone is found or thought to be fell overboard.
Okay.
Right? That's an
Okay.
Oscar alert. Is to when they think somebody fell overboard, or they can't find that said person. That's an Oscar alert. So the Oscar alert, they don't want to do the Oscar alert because they don't want everybody to start panicking and all this stuff. But so since this is another part of Cindy's job, she had to tell the groom, she had to tell the groom's family and the bride's family, but they didn't want everybody freaking out. So she just told the groom's dad, I think it was.
He was
Yeah.
on the phone.
It was the dad and the uncle.
The uncle was on the
uncle was on
phone.
the phone.
The uncle was on the phone. So she told the dad, and the uncle overheard it. Overheard this thing. So right immediately fell overboard. They think he fell overboard. So whoever the uncle was on the phone with, I think it was his aunt.
Yeah, his uncle and aunt.
His aunt was on the phone with the uncle, and then they said, whatever his name was, Bob, for his,
Fell overboard.
he fell overboard. Panic. Everybody starts panicking. The grooms fell overboard. The wedding's ruined.
Oh
The
my
dress,
goodness.
the
Everybody's
flowers,
crying.
the invitations,
money.
the meals, the open bar, the tablecloths, everything.
The private dining area.
The dining area. Everything that was involved
Everything
in the
was
wedding
all set up,
ruined.
done.
Right? So, so they start, after they tell the family, they didn't want to alert anybody, but at the same time they wanted to let them know just in case, right? So they let this Oscar alert go, and now they have to check the deck area. They have to check the bingo hall, They have to check the dining area, the restaurant,
The saunas,
the dance
the
rooms,
spas.
the saunas and spas.
The pools.
They had to check the pools. They had to check all the
Every
cabins.
cabin.
Every cabin on the ship they had to check.
The
They-
gym.
They checked the
Gym,
The gym.
The
the
casino.
gym, the casino.
the nightclub.
Yeah, and they had to go the first floor to
Yeah.
the second floor
Yeah.
to the third floor
Went on.
to the fourth floor and then onto the deck of the actual boat itself. And the deck was like a mahogany. It was like a mahogany brown. It was a very nice deck.
Kind of matched like the
It
ballroom.
matched the rest of the thing. So
Very pretty.
no groom anywhere. There's no groom in all the first floor, the second floor, third floor, fourth floor, the and the deck,
Yeah.
the pools,
Did you hear the story about
the
the groom?
casino,
Oh.
the ballroom, the dining room,
Oh my goodness.
the dining room, the restaurant, the bar area. There's no groom to be found anywhere. And they're like, well, he must have fell overboard. He must have fell overboard. So that they still don't want to tell everybody. They don't want to panic everybody out. You know what I mean? But
The other 3,000.
the word has spread through the crowd. Like why? You know, the word has kind of spread, so people were starting to panic and freak out. So
That's part of her job too, is to keep people calm.
yeah, she has to like isolate people who she thinks. If she like the people that, or they went to
The bingo hall.
The bingo hall. They could have went to the dance hall.
They moved them around.
They moved around
Maybe
a couple
got 'em a
times,
little
a few
coffee,
times.
tea, some lunch, and that, she had to organize that as well.
She got the tea and cheese and
Yeah.
stuff, yeah, and the ham
So that they
rolls, the little
calm
rolls
down.
of things. They had a plate of like,
Yeah.
and there was a ranch in the middle, and they had mushrooms and carrots and cauliflower,
Did she say
and
that for real?
broccoli,
Did she say that for real?
I swear to God.
Oh my.
This
cucumbers.
is the actual story.
They had
Oh my
and they had
goodness.
cucumbers, and then they had a bowl of ranch in the middle so that you could dip it into it.
Oh my god.
I love that. I love that stuff.
But people weren't that hungry because, of course, the duress was setting in about the guy who went overboard.
Everybody was kind of stressed out, but they still got the plate, the hors d'oeuvres. They still did the plates. They did all the plates, and then
But then somebody, she, of course, thought
Sindy.
we have to search the
Cindy
staff.
thought, why don't we search the staff area?
We
So
have
they
I still
searched
don't get it. We're looking for a human, right?
We're looking for the groom. Yeah.
One
Okay,
person.
So they searched the
Yeah.
they searched the living quarters for the staff.
Staff.
They
yeah.
searched the staff bathrooms.
Yeah.
They searched the
the staff private bar.
Yeah, the bar,
This-
the what is it called? The cafeteria.
Yes, yeah. The staff dining
They
hall.
searched all these places. The janitor's closet.
everything.
Where else did they search?
Rec room.
The
The
staff.
rec room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have that
still
TV
couldn't
area.
The captain's like the head
billiard
of
area
the
for
head
the
of the
staff
ship, where the
only.
captain stares and
yeah,
steers the
they
ship.
went up there.
They searched that.
You know the areas on boats where it says private, no entry?
They went there.
They went in all those
They
stairwells.
searched all the
Everywhere.
stairwells. And guess where he was?
In his room.
The linen closet. The linen closet.
Listen.
The linen
That's
closet.
impossible.
Huh?
The linen
Ah!
closet?
He passed out and fell in the linen
He
closet.
passed out, somehow got into one of the staff entrances and found his way into
C'est là où il y a des draps,
the towels, the thing.
serviettes.
He was
Drunk,
and he
passed
was
out.
he was wrapped up in a towel in the linen closet.
This is
Huh.
impossible.
What
In
a
the linen
story.
closet.
Wait, she took 2 days to
Yes.
tell that story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody heard it 17 times.
Really? I've never
Like
heard it.
this. And
Oh
it's like,
my
have I told you the
goodness.
story about the groom? Yes. Yes,
the
we've heard
broccoli
it.
and the cauliflower and the carrots. and
Dylan,
the
your rendition
cucumbers.
is actually shorter than the first time she
I know.
told
I
it.
tried
way.
so hard.
The one that I've earned,
when she told that story.
I mean, he misses so many details. I can tell it so much better. Like he doesn't even say if they've started the first bingo round of the day, and then they had to go in and then they had to stop the bingo, and then there was one lady that thought she was going to get a bingo, but that had to be halted, and the balls, but they were in the mid spin of the balls, but they had to wait to finish the ball spin before they could go on, and then they let the lady dab it.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, he misses so much.
Like I feel like he didn't even touch the real details.
When he goes into each room, he does doesn't tell what's going on in each individual. He's got to tell who's in the dining hall, if the people are with their families, or the one guy's still up at the buffet and the other people are waiting, and some people have gotten their coffees and the waitress is still getting the cream and sugar, and the other ones have the water, but the one people don't like water and ice, so they are just sitting there waiting patiently, and they just know, but it's an all-inclusive, and then they have what we don't get to hear what's on the buffet. I mean, he misses so much.
He basically missed the whole
He doesn't
story.
tell who's at the sauna. The one lady's in.
To the chili flakes.
No, I like those.
Oh.
When I can eat. We should have given a few cans of tuna, though, for old good sake. And some of the KD.
Yeah.
We could have packed a picnic basket.
Oh, Sindy. With an S.
Oh, my God. So absolutely funny.
Did you hear any of the same stories on your first season that you did this season from her?
No, what
Did
was
you
it?
even talk to her on season 3?
That's the thing. We didn't get along. So I didn't hear
You
her
would walk away
stories.
if she was talking.
Yeah, we didn't.
You never listened to one?
I
But you
should've-
could still hear her talking in the house.
Oh, I'm telling you, you guys got she was mild.
Oh, I
She was
know.
really relaxed this time. She was chill. Like, she was quiet this time. She was
She was really relaxed.
she was really relaxed this time.
That was the chill, quiet.
Yeah, that was the chill, quiet Cindy with an S.
Oh my, Cindy.
The
She always had
stories.
so many great stories.
Can we hear it again? No.
Oh,
No,
that
Kevin.
was sad when Cindy left.
One tear.
One tear.
Bruno you cried like a baby for the 34-year-old
Oh,
man
I just wept
that you did not talk to
because
in
the
season
34-year-old
3.
man was leaving the reality TV show. Oh boy, did it hit my heart.
That the guy who you didn't speak 10 words to
In season
3.
Yeah, it got me.
House.
It is very insane.
It is just, it's like marbles.
But it's
beyond-
good, solid, genuine, down-to-earth stories like Sindy and the Groom and the linen closet that keep you grounded.
Humble. Humility. To know that there's real people with real problems. And their lives were crushed for like 4 hours.
I can't believe she did all that in 4 hours.
Yeah, well, there was a lot. She was moving around quickly.
Oh, she's a key fundamental piece to the operation.
And checking in with the captain continuously.
Oh,
She was like basic search and rescue on that mission.
You never heard
So
this one?
Cindy's in
but
Muskoka.
I want to hear it again.
So Cindy's in Muskoka. And
You know, Muskoka
she's
to
having a
Toronto.
wonderful
God.
she's having a wonderful time in Muskoka.
Okay, who farted?
The lakes.
I did.
Yeah.
Probably.
The
Kevin!
lakes.
Kevin, get out.
You know, the cottagers, the trees, the birds, the thing. It's a wonderful time in
Beautiful.
Muskoka.
Muskoka.
It's the sun shining, the birds are chirping.
It's probably about 17 degrees.
It's about 17 or 18 degrees. Not
but a little
cloud.
partly cloudy.
Okay, there's clouds everywhere. And Cindy gets a phone call. Cindy got a phone call from her best friend, one of her best friends, and she says, Cindy, I have a job opportunity for you. It's one day.
You got to get here in
Only
2
a
hours.
few hours. You have to get here as quick as you possibly can, but it pays $300. And Cindy says,
Can't.
but I'm in Muskoka. So I'm in Muskoka with the sun and the trees and the lake
And her
and the
family.
birds and her family and all the clouds in the sky, driving her car on the phone, which is illegal. And she said, I can't make it. But she convinced her, Cindy, you have to come. It's a really good opportunity that maybe it'll open up other doors for other opportunities down the road, right? And it pays $300. So Cindy said she couldn't turn it down at the time, and her friend was very convincing. They're really good friends. They've been friends for like years, and they've been out for dinner, and they've been to the parties, and they've worked together before. I think they had a job. They were co-workers before, at another job prior to this. If
Well,
I'm not
then
mistaken,
you know we have to hear about that
If I'm not
job.
mistaken, it was on the cruise ships. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was on the cruise ships that they were co-workers. So then she meets. So she leaves Muskoka. She gets everything settled that she needs to get done in Muskoka before, and gets going on the road. It's like a 2 hour. It's like a 2 hour and 17, 2 hour and 22 minute drive, something like this. Like 2 hours and a half, roughly.
Just depends on if you hit red lights or green
The red lights, the traffic.
Sometimes you hit a
Sometimes
yellow.
on the 400 south.
You might have
from
to stop. So
Muskoka.
time of day is
Sometimes it
really
gets-
important.
Yeah, it depends the time of day, right?
Yeah.
So she gets, I think it was in Mississauga. I want to say she had to go to Mississauga. And so she finally gets to Mississauga after all the traffic and all the red lights and all the, everything, the accident on the side of the road with the flat tire. That guy had a flat tire
That you passed.
that she passed and just gave him the one time. And so she gets there and her friend says, okay, now you have to go now to this other place. And Sindy, it kind of like, it was weird to Sindy. It was weird. Why don't we travel together? Like, why don't we go together? And so Sindy had a weird feeling like in her head, or just she had a gut feeling that there's something was weird about it. Something was up. So, but anyway, she gets to the place, and it's a doctor's office, and the doctor said, gives her hello, how are you? My name's Dr. Bekistan, or something like that. It was Uzbekistan or something.
You say hi, Sindy.
Yeah, he said, hi, Sindy. My name's Dr. Kerfluffle. And your job title today is like essentially like an assistant.
Patient intake.
Patient intake. Thank you. It was patient intake / assistant, just for the story. And so he had a little desk set up for her, right, like in the it's not like a foyer, but it's like the entrance to the facility. And it was weird because when she pulled up, it was more like a warehouse. She said it looked more like a warehouse like situation as opposed to like a doctor's office. It looked more like a warehouse. So when she pulled up, she was, again, with the gut. Remember I told you about her, why wouldn't her friend come with her if they're, with the gut feeling? So when she pulled up to the thing, she had another gut feeling that, something's weird. Something's off about this, because it's a warehouse, not a doctor's office setting. And so, but she comes in, the doctor says, hi, Sindy, I'm Dr. Kerfluffle. Your job title today is going to be patient intake and assistant. And so she shows him the little desk she has set up. So she sits down at the desk. There's some paperwork going on. He said, I'm just going to go with this patient right now. And the patient was already in the doctor's office. I'm just going to go with this patient right now. Okay, Cindy's okay. I'll just, wait for the next patients to come in. If anybody comes in, I'll take care of them. And so a mom and son come in first. A mom and son. The kid's like 7 to 9 years old. Something like that, maybe 8. And
Somewhere between 7 and 9.
7 to 9. So then
Probably
the mom,
second grade.
the mom,
maybe
yeah,
third.
roughly, maybe 3rd grade, maybe. So then the mom and son come in and she intakes. How are you feeling? What are your symptoms? She thinks it's just like a minor flu. The kid's just a little sick the last couple days. So she just, no problem, just, fill this out and wait for the doctor to come back and get you, and then he'll take you in. Okay. So they sit down, the kid starts playing with the thing in the doctor's office, it's like this little, one of these numbers, and you put the little wooden thing. It's like a square, circle, triangle, square, circle, triangle, and it's like
It's
a
usually
snake.
in the kid area at a doctor's office.
It's like a snake. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
And like this. So the kid started playing with that, and the mom was reading a magazine. I don't know what magazine. Home and Garden, maybe?
Yeah.
I think it was Home and Garden.
She was talking maybe
So
a
the kid was
recipe.
playing with the snake thing. The mom's playing with Home and Garden magazine. And another patient walks in. And it's a woman about in her 20s or so. Maybe like 22 to 24, roughly. And she's, oh, my stomach hurts so much. My stomach hurts so much. The doctor comes out at this time. And she's like, doctor, please help me. My stomach hurts so much. My stomach hurts so much. And the doctor said, well, these people are in line first. the mom and kid. So she has to take the kid. I have to, you know, it's first come, first serve. So the mom and kid go, and the doctor takes them into the back room, so they go with the doctor. But this lady's still here, like, kind of freaking out. Cindy's, like, trying to talk her to calm her down. You know, the doctor will be coming soon. Oh, my stomach hurts, my stomach hurts. Oh, my gosh. And she didn't play with the snake thing. She didn't want to play with the snake thing. But her stomach just really hurt. And then the boy that bad, you should have gone to the emergency room. She's like, well, I'm here now. You know, can the doctor see me? Can the doctor see me? The doctor comes out, and it's first come, first serve, so she has to take the thing. And then the boyfriend shows up, you know, let's get out of here, let's go. And Cindy, and then yelling as he's screaming match between the woman and the boyfriend. And the doctor comes out and says, you know, what are you doing? You have to quiet these people down. Like, you can't have this. This is the doctor's office, not a rave scene or a fight club. And the doctor said, you know, quiet these people down. Cindy, quiet these people down. So Cindy's like pushing this guy. She said he was as big as me, if not bigger. Pushing this guy, like, get out of here. Like, you got to get out of here. I'm not scared of you. Stuff like this. She's like, I wasn't scared at all. And the guy's like, well, I'm taking her, blah, blah, blah. No, she's like, get out of here. You can't take her. All of a sudden, boom, the girl's stomach explodes open with snakes fly out of it. Snakes fly out of it. Boo, boo. 2 real snakes flew out. And they go, you're on scare tactics. And Cindy said, I knew all along something was up. And so they didn't air the episode.
But she still got the 300.
Wasn't that a great story?
That was such a good story. Oh my goodness.
Your version, Dylan, is still shorter than the actual
Trying
version.
so
You're
hard.
way shorter.
You're really missing a lot of details.
You
don't go
did.
into enough
You missed the
detail.
part where she came and she was like, "Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down because right now it's a crucial moment for your girlfriend." You missed all that when she was calming
She
down.
think the girl was pregnant, and then he comes and says,
Yeah.
"That's the thing.
The-
She's not pregnant."
Yeah, you missed that
What
part.
the hell, you guys? You chime in.
Everybody
Chime
knows.
in.
I try to help and you get mad.
Yeah.
You missed
We're
it.
gonna have to tell it again. You missed some shit.
Let's start over. Who's up?
So Cindy was in Mrs. Oh.